लो
बहुत मरा ही है यार. And then you can probably expect somewhere between 50,000 to 65,000 as well.
Hey guys, very good morning to all of you and welcome to Aki Vlogs. And in today's video, we have a very special guest. He is one of my very old friend and very good friend. He has done Masters of Architecture in Sustainability. He is a lead green associate and he's working right now in Pennsylvania. He has done his masters from Thomas Jefferson University and we have him today on our show. We are connecting over a Zoom meet, and guys, this video will be a really informative video where I'll be asking about his experience, how he got a job, and I will be covering all the process that he went through right from getting admission to getting job and getting the lead certification also. So try watching this video till the end, and this video will be a really interesting video for all of you out there who are interested into architecture and interested in going to US. So guys, without any delays, let's get started with the video.
New channel Aki Vlogs, and for the people who don't know about Vidit is a very old friend of mine. We were in same college. There was a difference of one year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 year. He was in I think so third year and I was in fourth year. Now he is a working professional in US and he has done his masters in sustainable architecture, right? From Thomas Jefferson.
Yes.
So welcome Vidit. So the first question and the most important question is, what made you select sustainable architecture, masters in sustainable architecture, and why did you choose US in particular?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for having me. And I'm sure the channel is going to grow really big really soon. And coming to your question, so the reason why I selected sustainable design is because um, during my thesis, my interest started to grow towards sustainability. And we had these two professors, one is Anantachari sir and one is Smita ma'am. So because they are the reason why I was more inclined towards sustainability. And during my thesis, I actually started having more interest and inclination towards it. And I started incorporating a lot of passive design strategies in my thesis. And that is when I had to dig deep into it. And so, yeah, that is how my interest grew towards sustainability. And yeah, that I think that is one of the most big reasons that that is there.
Our mentors do play a very important role in like making us believe in something that okay, this has some potential. And why US? Why not Australia? Like many of our friends are in Australia, many of our friends are in UK. Now we are global, so why US?
So Europe never really fascinated me. I don't know why, but so initially I was just thinking, should I go to US? Should I go to Australia? I already had friends in Australia, and they were in a really good college. But I was doing some research with respect to the cost and everything. How much can I afford? How much is the fees in Australia? How much time will it take for me to recover the loan that I would be taking? So those are different factors that actually played an important role in selecting whether US or whether Australia.
What would be the best point of selection of US? Like what is the most important factor that you choose US for?
I think it is the jobs, the number of jobs that are there over here. So this was actually my next point, wherein when I was comparing Australia with United States, there are so many big architectural firms who have their headquarters here in United States. So that was one big plus point, and there are so many companies which are having projects in all over the world, be it Dubai, be it Qatar, but they are working, they have the firm here in United States. So I was a bit more confident with respect to getting my job and able to recover my loan amount that I would be taking. So yes, that was the reason why I chose to come to US. And in fact, I think it proved the point about job, it really clicked because due to COVID, I heard there were not a lot of jobs in Australia, especially for architecture. And yeah, in US, there was still good amount of jobs, although you had to struggle a lot to get one.
Okay, we will cover that point too. So the next thing is like, what was the application process? Like, if a new student wants to go there, study there, like, what all things did you need to give? Did you give GRE, or what was the application process?
The application process is pretty much simple and standardized. So you give your English test, which is either TOEFL or IELTS. Then whatever other material the college is asking for, be it portfolio, be it LORs, SOPs, or whatever they're asking for. And I did give GRE, but it is not required.
Okay.
It is not required for architectural colleges. So yeah, I did give GRE just for the sake of giving it, and one of the college which I had applied to was asking for GRE back then. So I did give GRE, but yeah, didn't really play a major role for my application and admission process.
Okay, that's great. Like, GRE is a bit hectic, I've heard, to study for. And like in Thomas Jefferson, like we have a lot of people of our college, especially in Thomas Jefferson. Was that the reason that you choose Thomas Jefferson, or was the fees? And if the fees, then how much was the fees?
So that was not the reason because so that was not the reason why I chose Thomas Jefferson. The main reason was the course that they had, the curriculum that they had, what they had to offer me for sustainability, and what all things they are going to teach me. So of course, having seniors always helps. The fees was not as much as compared to other colleges that I hear. Back then it was around $1,300 per credit, and my course was 33 credits, so it didn't turn out to be that much compared to other colleges like Pratt or UPenn or a few other colleges that I had applied to. So yeah.
And the next question is, how is life in US, and especially your university life, your college life? How was it? Like, obviously because of COVID, like things got haywired. But what about general life? Did you see?
So for the general life, yeah, things will not be that great all the time. Uh, like it's not going to be like Instagram story where we can skip to the good part. But yeah, it's going to be full of ups and downs. You'll learn a lot, you'll gain a lot of experience. You change as a person, how you think, what you think. You start respecting others more. But there'll be a huge transformation within yourself. And like with respect to life also, now that you have to be by yourself, you go for groceries, you go for your laundry, you start cooking. So it will be hectic. You'll have to manage 10 different things. You'll have to schedule things out for yourself. You'll have to manage, you'll have to budget, you'll have to like basically survive on your own.
Most
So it is
important
going to
part is
be
one.
it is
You
going
can
yeah,
continue.
it is going to be a roller coaster ride.
Yeah. And were you able to attend college like in person?
Yes. So I was able to attend college for only 6 months out of the 2-year course that we had. But yeah, so we attended college for 6 months, and like during my spring break, I remember my professor saying that I'm sorry to say, but we might not be coming back to campus anytime soon. And you know, all of us were like, "Oh, don't worry, it will be something that we'll take care of." But that thing never really happened, and yeah, the rest of the course went online. But it was again a really interesting transition that happened. And because sustainable design course was being taught online initially, so the professors, they were really good with what they are teaching, how they are handling the technology and everything. So they knew what they were doing, and again, the content was really good. So it didn't really matter much, and it in fact made us more resilient and made us more
habitual to the technology and the interfaces,
right,
maybe,
right. And
communicating
now
all.
basically, yeah, now we can probably go on work vacations, go somewhere, work from there for a while, and probably come back. So in a way, it was good, whatever happened. But yeah, the core of the project, which was there was a lot of collaboration which happened in sustainable design studios that we have here at Jefferson. So all of that was retained. Although it was through Zoom, but yes, we did a lot of design charrettes. If we were on campus, we might have collaborated more with the local stakeholders which were involved, and maybe students from other classes as well, maybe real estate, interiors, architecture, something like that. But that didn't happen much. But yes, we did get a glimpse of it, wherein the real estate students had come to our studio. We had a design charrette. We had a lot of food while having during the charrette. We discussed ideas, and then we nailed one down. So yeah, we had a really good experience in like 6 months, but I wish it would have been a good 2 year on-site course. So we missed on something, but on the other hand, we did gain something as well.
Yeah. And coming to the next part, how difficult is this course? Can you do your part-time jobs like how we Indian students, majority of us like do?
I think I don't think there is any reason why you can't do a job when you are studying here. So I would say different courses are like not all courses are same with respect to the difficulty level, but the course that we had or we have is it is really good because they are not really expecting finish renders from you or perfect plans. You can probably go there with a sketch, and if you're able to explain the design with that one sketch, it's great. But yeah, they weren't really expecting much, but they were expecting you to understand what the concepts of sustainability are.
So with it, my next question would be, what are the job opportunity after this course? This is a very important question because like all of us want to know, like, what are job opportunities and will I get a job or not? It can get frustrating for us. So what was your experience?
Right. So getting a job is actually always very challenging, be it in India, be it in America. But one thing which I found is if you get an internship, do an internship. Get paid less, but do an internship because it will definitely play a major role in getting a full-time job. That is for sure. During COVID, I couldn't get an internship because people didn't have that money, and all the companies were laying off their employees. So try to get one internship, work for the internship 6 months prior, because either India जैसा नहीं होता है wherein you start working 1 month prior to the application and then you might end up with internship. People actually apply 6 months, 8 months prior to the summer internship period that is available over here. So do whatever it takes, get an internship. That will make your life much more easier to get a job, because I couldn't get one and I had to literally wait for 6 months to get a full-time job. And
so
those 6 months,
do they reply after 6 months, or like how do you apply? Like just imagine like I applied today. So
right.
will they reply after 6 months, or I will apply like I want a job internship after 6 months or something like that? What?
So the chances are they'll probably reply you in a month or so. They don't really take a lot of time at times, but they'll reply you. They'll reply you quickly. I didn't have. I didn't I was not able to go through that process for internship, but today, right now, when I am like looking at 10 different jobs in market and visiting 10 different websites of the companies which are more sustainability focused, so that is where I'm seeing they already have a position over there for summer intern from now. So we are in Jan, summer will be somewhere in June, July, so 6 months prior. So they already have a position for intern open already. So I'm sure there might be applicants who are applying for summer internships right now. And even the career fairs that we have in college, they are somewhere around January or February. So again, 6 month mark. And it is always good to apply before and like try to
Be
get
ahead of the game. Yeah, that is very important. Yeah. My next question would be, like, this one is like can get personal. Like, it's like how much an architect earns after like graduating from Masters of Sustainability, for that say. Like, what is your experience, and in general, like approximately you can say.
Right. So one, it depends very much where you are located right now. What is your position? So it all depends based on these two, and then you can probably expect somewhere between 50,000 to 65,000 as well. So if you're fortunate enough, you might get 65, although there are not a lot of people who I know are getting that much. But yes, so the only thing is, I know people who are earning 50 and have really interesting roles in their office, and they are like literally working as an architectural designer, project manager, manager, and they are like, doing different roles there. And then there are people who are getting 65, but their office is more towards healthcare. So they have quite a lot of restriction with respect to designing and all of it. So it all depends. But yeah,
On what you want.
on what you want on an average, but it will be somewhere between 50 to 60. I think so. 65 is, I think, 1 in 100 or maybe 1 in 1,000, but the average range would be
But
50.
50 is something that you can expect.
50 is something which you should get minimum.
Okay.
That is personally what I believe, but yeah, that should be minimum that you should be getting. And I was doing some research on AIA's website, and also there are a lot of resources which you can go through when you get a job offer. So they will tell you what the average salary is for so and so position in so and so state or so and so city. So that also helps to some extent, and that is how you can even negotiate.
Okay. That's actually that's not a bad amount to earn, like $50,000. It's still, it will cover your expenses, and you can easily repay your loan also. Like, I think so it will take what, 1.5 years to repay all the loan.
1.5 to 2. I think 2 to be on safe side, because once you get a job, your expenses increase as well.
Yeah,
And
you
people want a
you
car,
like
then
to
with
spend.
car,
Yeah.
yeah, and then with car comes the insurance, and with insurance comes then there's servicing, and then there are 10
Yeah.
different things. Then you go to different places,
Yeah,
spend
you
a more.
elevate your lifestyle accordingly, right?
Yeah,
We
which
are
is
all
not
here for a good lifestyle also. So
right, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, I think 1.5 to 2 years, I would say. And again, if you are going to a really good college, I'm sure the fees will be much more higher over there, and
yeah,
it might take long
longer
time.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. And the last question, like, I think so we have exceeded the amount of time that we thought we would have. Like, it's already 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
wow.
the last question, what would be your suggestion or your tips to Indian students who want to come to USA? What things they should look for, and just in general, like, what would be your suggestion? Like, pure Indian to Indian.
Indian to Indian. Okay. So yeah, don't be afraid of anything. Just follow what you want, what you love, and don't be afraid of coming to United States. Once you'll be here, you start figuring things out by yourself. You are more capable than what you think you actually are, and yeah, things will not be that smooth as well. Things will be up. It will be a roller coaster ride, like I said. So just go for it. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. I know many people have that financial crunch as well, but I'm one of them. So I'm sure everyone can do it. I'm sure everyone can do it. Everyone has what it takes to do it. And we Indians are, I shouldn't be saying this, but I think we are really hardworking as well. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Like we should say it with pride. We can fucking, like, I will mute this, but we can work our asses off. So
बहुत मरा ही है यार.
So guys, this was our entire video about life in US. About, I think so we covered every topic, and Vidit here was very kind that he explained everything in detail. And one more thing, if this video gets enough likes and enough comments about, about making more such videos, we are planning to do a YouTube live session also, where we will be live on YouTube and you guys can ask the questions in the comment section. So guys, if you support it well and if you guys need that session, let us know and we will definitely make that thing happen. So yeah, and this was it. With it, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for taking this time out. I know you are very busy, and on weekends especially, we need to chill, we need to relax, we need to do whatever the f we want. But yeah, man, thanks a lot for coming onto this channel, and it was really nice talking to you, man. Really nice.
Thank you for having me. It was real fun. I think I hope people love this video, and I hope you're forced to make many more videos like this with different people around the world, and I hope many people will pursue their dreams.
Yes. And guys, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you are not an architect, and if someone you know is an architect, you can share this video with them. This video will be a really important and informative video for every Indian architect who wants to come to US. Don't you think, Vidit?
Absolutely.
So guys, take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye-bye.